Hello, everybody. Welcome to our fall raffle stream with the full staff on board. Art Prof is a global community for learning visual arts. Our content is free. We have tutorials, critiques, professional development, and workshops. I love these raffles because I think it's an opportunity to really celebrate all of you here. Because, you know, something, when it comes down to it, I'm just so proud of our audience. The things you guys do is just extraordinary. Like Mia, I can't believe what people do on their own, that people finish the entire track just by themselves.
Oh, yeah, it's incredible. I mean, the drive and the motivation of each individual person in our community is so beautiful. And the fact that we can all come together and celebrate that, and everyone is so unique in their art making too. It blows me away every time. So props to you guys. You rule.
Tell us in the chat, when did you find us? Was it way back in the early days? Remember, Lauryn, in 2015?
Oh man, yeah, I was in Iceland when you sent me an email and you said, "Hey, want to join this project that I have going on? It's going to be really cool, but it might be you can say no." And I'm so glad that I said yes. At that point, it was just a column that you were doing in a newspaper,
column.
right? Yeah.
HuffPost.
Yeah, and look at how far we've come since HuffPost back in 2014 or 2015. How many members are there on the Discord now?
I think over 11,000.
Wow. 1 billion.
And in addition to telling us how you found us, maybe it was a video, maybe it was something that you saw on TikTok or on YouTube, I always like to hear, what was that first introduction to getting to know us as a team? Because Jordan, I think I got you right before you started graduate school, right?
Yeah, my first official month being on the team was the month I actually did start grad school. And before then, I was doing like B-roll and stuff. I would record myself drawing for like 20 minutes, and then you just cut for 4 seconds of it. And, you know, like little videos, like we did a celebration video and I had like Earth, Wind, and Fire playing in the background or something like that. But it's changed so much over the last couple of years. It's been so much fun.
Wait, Jordan, aren't you on the very first Art Prof video, the very first sizzle reel, you presenting your artwork?
You are. You're drawing a ballpoint pen drawing.
Am I? Oh, well, maybe that's the B-roll footage I thought I was doing. That might be exactly it.
And Dorian, you just recently got hired. You're the Art Prof baby. And so I imagine it's been a bit of a whirlwind joining our chaotic world.
You know, I think the best part about it, though, is the fact that I get to connect with so many amazing people like you guys and the people that support Art Prof. It's been an amazing experience just kind of growing into the job. It doesn't really feel like a job. It just feels like, you know, a creative connecting with other creatives who want to get better at what they do.
A common thing that people tell me they struggle with is finding other artists to talk to support, because I do find that a lot of people who come to us will say, I don't have any art friends, I don't live in a big city, we don't have a gallery scene where I am. Tell us in the chat, are you somebody in that situation where maybe you live in a remote area or you can't afford to go somewhere? Because I don't think that we necessarily replace art school as much as we are the other option, which is much more viable. For most people, our content is 100% free, and we really try to build communities so people connect with each other across the world. So, for example, Mia, I know you've been in the Discord quite a bit. And what have you seen about our community that you think is unique?
Well, I mean, we do our best to teach and provide skills to the community, but I'm so shocked by the amount of learning happening just amidst the members. Like, you guys don't even need us, really. Like, you can just go off by yourself. And that's just a beautiful thing. I love that I'm there to witness it. I know there was a great conversation a few months ago about mixing your own paint and like creating your own materials, and it blew my mind. And so I never would have learned that anywhere else. Well, I might, but I was in the Discord and I learned it anyway. So it was great. I love little conversations like that. And yeah.
So let's see. 7A says 2020. Pat says 2021, trying to learn anatomy, but now he's a printmaker. Okay, you see our influence? Like, try printmaking. It's great. Let's do it right now. Anna says, discovered Art Prof during the pandemic. I was at a really low point mental health wise. Made me feel like I had friends that could keep me company in isolation. Counselor Jip found us 4 months ago. Shannon says 2021. And Jane says, found you during Alex's gouache tutorial during the pandemic. The thing is, though, there's a hard reality to running a platform where our video content is free. And I've always been adamant about that. And Lauryn, you're probably the person that has seen me throughout the years say, no, it has to stay free, even though it's not in our best interest.
Yeah, it's very important for us to stay free. That is why I joined the team to begin with, because I think many of us here have had the experience of being burned by paying for art school or paying for something in the art world, and it's just very gatekeepy. And so Art Prof does everything in its power. We do everything in our power to keep things free, but a lot of the times that means that when one of us suggests something to Clara, she says, no, we don't have the budget. We don't have the budget. And I know that she's just trying to protect Art Prof, but whenever we get donations or funding, it means that she says no just a few times less. And it's so wonderful.
Just a few. Or Lauryn pesters me for years until I'm like, fine, we'll do it.
I play the long game, guys. There are some things that I have worked on since the beginning, 2015, that are just happening now. And it's worth it.
It sounds so manipulative.
There's two different sides of the coins right there.
I just know that Clara won't fire me. I can be as annoying as I want. Whoops, that might have been a dare. Don't fire me, please.
Speaking of, we have art dares going on. Yeah, something. Yeah.
We should retitle the stream "Lauryn Gets Fired Live."
It'll be like Shark Tank or whatever show they cancel people.
That is clickbait. That's mean.
It is.
Everyone donate to keep Lauryn.
My salary's on the line.
Well, and Jordan, we have so many ideas, tons of different things we want to demonstrate, things we can do for the community. But so often the reality is we just don't have the budget to make things happen. And it's hard. I mean, first of all, I want to stay alive. That is number one priority. But there's so many times when you guys say, oh, let's do this. I'm like, it's too expensive. We can't do it. And so that's why these raffles matter so much, because Jordan, I don't like saying no.
Yeah, it becomes a challenge when you have this setup where we're providing as much free content as possible, and then we want to be adventurous and try something new, and then the answer happens to be no. And oftentimes it's just like us trying to be like, hey, let's help the community, but it goes against the guidelines we set. So this is a great opportunity for us to kind of merge those ideas together and those concepts and make everybody happy.
I also want to point out that when you guys buy things off of our Amazon lists, guess what? It goes directly into content for all of you, because these Sennelier oil pastels, they're not cheap. And somebody bought them off of my Amazon wish list at the last raffle. And for that reason, I was able to do the recent live stream where I drew Renfield, Nicolas Cage. And really, I would never have done the stream if somebody hadn't bought me those pastels, because they are not cheap at all. And Mia, I believe somebody gave you a calligraphy set last time.
Yeah, I have a little pen right here. Yeah, someone was kind enough to indulge my little inking extravaganza over here. And it was really awesome. I also got a nice pair of sewing scissors for my rug tufting project, which was super nice. So it goes directly into content, directly into our own art making practices, and we appreciate it so, so much.
And Jordan, what did you get last time?
I got a scanner, an Epson scanner, and then I believe I also got a Calvin and Hobbes comic. So I always love that kind of stuff. So it's great.
Shannon says, I'm disabled, can't leave my house, so my only way to interact with the art community is through the internet. Well, Dorian, what do you think about that? That there's all these people who just can't do the traditional art class, that we can help fill in that gap a little bit.
Yeah, I think a beautiful thing about it is we provide something that is accessible to everybody everywhere, as long as you have internet. Like, that's the biggest thing. And I think that's really cool, that not only are we providing like the tips and tools that people need in order to just build a foundation for their art, but we also provide a space that's pretty safe and accepting of everybody. I've seen a lot of people vulnerable in the spaces that I've interacted on Art Prof, such as the live streams, like in the comments now. But I think the biggest thing is also accepting that vulnerability makes a stronger artist. So it's really cool that we have a strong community that keeps building strong artists.
George says, a bit after retiring, was looking for resources to learn drawing, found Art Prof was wowed by the amount and quality of material available. Well, we do the best we can. But I would also say one of my favorite things of our community, we have people who are 11, because somebody wrote me an email. They said, my son loves your channel and he's 11. I was like, really? I had no idea we would be able to reach an 11-year-old. But Lauryn, we also have George here saying this was after retirement. So we have people here who are in their 80s watching us.
Yeah, every age, every point in their art journey, well, I can't say every country because I don't actually know that, but very many countries, many different socioeconomic statuses, just the whole 9 yards. Actually, I feel like even though we have so many different people from so many different backgrounds, we are constantly discovering new groups of people that we could do a better job reaching. And one thing that I'm really excited about for Art Prof right now is thinking about how we can talk with parents of students, art students, or young artists, because we talked about that a while and realized that that was really a topic, the misunderstandings or the trying to understand each other between young artists and the older generation. And so this is something that I'm sure I'm really excited about for this next step after this raffle here, is what we can do with that.
Lula Bell is asking, can I still enter the raffle? Yes, you can. In fact, if you guys give us a super chat or super sticker right now during this live stream, you are automatically entered. Now, the raffle's for 2 weeks. So you've got until November 21st to donate, buy something off of our wish list. And this is so important. I mean, these raffles are incredibly impactful, because I would love someday to just stop asking people to support us. It would be fantastic, but we are definitely not there yet. And Mia, the fact of the matter is, it takes a lot of expenses to keep us up and running. A lot of hidden fees people don't know about. Our free Flickr reference photo collection is free, but guess what? We have to pay monthly fees to maintain that. And I think, Mia, sometimes people don't see that stuff.
Oh yeah, there's so many little costs when you're running your own business that stack up and up and up, and then suddenly you're looking at your account and you're like, what happened? And so I think that the thing that separates us from big corporations or things like that is that we really, really want to put our audience first and understand where everyone's coming from and do everything in our power to keep it free. But we also hope that you guys can recognize the effort and the cost that we're putting in and maybe kick us a few doubloons. So, yeah, I don't know. We hope that it's worth it, and we do recognize the support, and we love you guys so much for it.
Did you just say doubloons?
Yeah, are you
I'm in a pirate state of mind today. I don't know.
And the other thing too is that I'm not easy with you guys when we're working on content. I mean, the stuff takes way longer. I mean, Dorian, you just started editing for us, and I'm just bothering you left and right. Stuff takes time, and I have to pay all of you. It's a very high standard that we have here, but it takes money and it takes time to develop.
Yeah, 100%. I love editing though. It's made me feel a lot closer to the audiences because I like to make dad jokes also. So my humor is very cheesy. And so like whenever I have a video that's posted or whenever I can interact in the comments, I'm going for the most cheesy humor that you could ever imagine. And that's the humor that makes my day brighter. So I'm like, I'm gonna make your days brighter with it. But yeah, it's been awesome really just getting to know people.
We've got some super chats from Jay King, who says, just join. Oh my God, it's a party over here. Jay King says, here's some more support. And Amanda says, someone say enter a raffle, save Lauren. Oh my gosh. Find me a river.
Is that our hashtag for this raffle?
Yeah.
It's working.
No context.
Wait, we need a photo of Lauren just like praying, and then that's gonna be like the photo for the thumbnail.
No, we need to keep the pirate theme and have Lauren walking the plank. And then we need doubloons to save. Guys, it's a theme. We got it.
Please put a parrot on my shoulder
yeah.
at least.
Why can't it be Save Art Prof? I mean, Lauren, I know you're important, but don't you want
That's the name
whole
of the
organization?
ship. We're not sinking yet. We're not sinking ever.
Yes.
You're
We're
getting
close.
rid of me so that Art Prof will stay afloat. You know, you have to make the boat lighter.
Oh my goodness. Blue Wolf makes a very good point, you guys. Funding Art Prof is much less than paying for an art school or art tutor. And Jordan, I find sometimes those really expensive options, a lot of them are not very good. Like I've looked at a lot of online classes that are charging $500-$600, and I look at the content and I'm like, ooh, I don't think I'd pay for that.
Yeah, I think it's really tough because a lot of times when I know that people will pay for these expensive courses almost in a state of fear or desperation. And so they don't really know what they're getting themselves into. And by the time they end that program or course, their skills may not have developed all that much, unfortunately. And that's the reality for many people. And that includes art college, that includes, you know, online courses and stuff. And that's why we want to provide you with this free content so that you guys can pick and choose what you like. And that's why we have a variety of things for you to learn from, whether it's printmaking, illustration, painting, sculpting, whatever it is.
And certainly we try to have a really flexible model so that way we are able to accommodate all the different types of ways that people learn. Some people like reading things, other people like visuals better, some people like the videos or the shorts. But one thing I'm very proud of is our very strong community. We have people here like Lisa, Patreon supporter, Patreon group member, has been with us for years. And Lisa mentioned it's been emotionally rewarding. And so, Mia, I think that's extraordinary that we have people who've been with us for years.
Yeah, we love you, Lisa. And we love everyone who's just hung around and gotten to know more of the community and us to a deeper level. And it's just every time that I see not regulars, but you know, the community members that are most active on the YouTube comments or the Instagram, I just smile really big and I'm so happy, and it makes me warm inside to be able to respond and get to know you guys better. So we see you and we love you.
By the way, in the raffle, you get stuff. So for example, here, if you pledge $5 on Patreon, we have these really fun email newsletters from me, Jordan, and Lauren. And we also have other prizes that you guys can get. You can also do a one-time donation of $10, or you can also enter for free. You just leave us a comment on Instagram or YouTube, but you do have to tell us what you learned at Art Prof and that you are entering the raffle. Now, a lot of people ask me, well, I can't donate, but what can I do? Now, Dorian, why does this help spreading the word for us?
I think the biggest way to raise awareness of any program, any like business, anything that someone's doing is to share with other people, because knowledge is the best thing that we can share. And on top of that, being able to say to your friend, like, hey, there's a live stream, it might also encourage them to become a longtime supporter. You never know who you might be putting on to Art Prof. So tell your friends, tell your moms, tell your uncles, tell your sisters, brothers, cousins, whoever you got, send them on over. Definitely want to show what we can do, and definitely think we can do a lot.
Another thing, this might sound tiny, but it actually matters. Liking our videos, leaving a comment, leave the video playing. Why does that help us so much, Lauren, even though it seems so tiny?
One of the ways that Art Prof does stay afloat beyond donations is we do get money from YouTube and from the algorithm pushing us higher so more people watch. It's actually really important. So whenever you do watch something, you are also helping us. And whenever you get your friend to watch something, that helps us too. Also, I have to say, as someone who does YouTube comments and replies to them, first of all, makes my day feel really good because there's so many amazing comments from all of you, but other people also see your comments in YouTube, and that encourages them to say, join the Discord or become a part of the community in some way, maybe on Instagram, stuff like that. So actually showing that visible portion of your interactions and how different we are from so many other communities on YouTube. The comments you guys leave are really in depth. They're really knowledgeable. We've been blown away by this for years, that we're so lucky to have this kind of engagement and interaction. And that also really impresses people who are coming to us for the first time. And that's what gets them to stay, is seeing your comments.
Amanda says, I love that there are other art nerds out there that have taught me so many things I never would have learned doing my own research. Well, I really do feel that as a community, sure, we're the ones on the live streams, but we're here together. And you guys teach me stuff all the time. I mean, Jordan, I know there's always so much talk about Apple Pencils and tech and software and everything like that. And I'm sure it's not a one-way street in terms of you and talking to our audience.
Yeah, no, there's been a lot of really great pieces of information that you guys have shared with us. And the one that immediately jumps to my mind is the trip that you and I went to Bodie on, Clara, and we learned all about like different trees there, the different elements of nature. And we went to like an old concentration camp and saw the history there. Like there's just a bunch of stuff that we learned about. And I would never have even thought to look that stuff up if I hadn't gone on a trip like that. So you guys are all absolutely wonderfully valuable to us.
I feel like you guys are my international research team, because I put out something about Mrs. Lovett's meat pies, and all of a sudden I'm getting all these DMs explaining to me the history of meat pies in London and how do they stand in contemporary cuisine today, which I just think is extraordinary. And I know what's wonderful too is that we know people in every time zone. I mean, Mia, doesn't that blow your mind that everyone in our Discord is on another part of the planet?
Yeah, I mean, I forget about it often because it's hard to wrap my head around. And then I'll go on the Discord and it will say someone's posting at like 4 a.m. my time. It just full in-depth, amazing, enlightening conversations. And the fact that that's happening all the time, like people are pinging each other all over the world, and it's through our server. It's you know, it's amazing. What more could we ask for?
By the way, if you are a lurker, let's say you're here, you're watching, but you don't like to comment, that's fine. But I would just love to see hi. Just comment hi. Because I know that sometimes it's intimidating to join into these online conversations. So a lot of people lurk. But I also think that is part of our learning situation being flexible. So Dorian, I know a lot of people are not comfortable typing stuff all the time, and they'd rather have a little bit of distance.
It's not the space for everybody sometimes to always type, but definitely it's okay. We still love you. We appreciate your support. You being in the chat, you being present, you sharing the space is valued greatly. Seriously.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Hamtaro, for saying hi. And by the way, there's also, speaking of equipment, you guys, I need an iPad so bad. It's like not even funny. Like, and I'm not just talking for my own work. So oftentimes in the Patreon group, people will post work for critique. And because we're not talking in person, I can't point at things. I will take the image and with my finger on my phone, I will circle parts. And then here I was like trying to do digital sketch for the text. So I like did it with my finger and I'm just like dying. So Jordan, what do you think? Do you think I need an upgrade?
Oh yeah, we've known this. We've known you need an upgrade. When you need a new computer, we knew we're like, yeah, you got to up your game, Clara. So I think that would be really helpful for you to get that.
Yeah. I mean, Mia, aren't you just sad for me looking at my sketch?
It's just iPads are such a game changer when it comes to, you know, sketching and planning, and you're already the thumbnail queen, but imagine if you had an iPad to be the thumbnail queen on. That would just be, I don't know if we could handle it actually, but we could see.
So that's one of the wish list items that I really think I need at this point. For a while, I was like, I'm like really feeling that I need that. But another thing that we've had people do as well is we've had a couple people step in and sponsor a video. And Lauryn, why does this matter so much, these gestures that people provide for the community?
Well, they're a very direct way to get something that you want on Art Prof that you don't see. And I am so both surprised and overjoyed when this happens. So we'd stop doing as many very fancy tutorials and stuff because they are ridiculously time consuming and expense consuming to create. But then you started doing them again, these really beautiful printmaking tutorials, and said, oh, wow, this is so cool. We're doing these again. And you're like, oh, no, we got a sponsor for those. Someone asked for these 3 videos. And I was just like, wow, just so overjoyed by that you have allowed this, that this can be a thing. Also, the sponsors that people choose, I think someone's pug is a sponsor for a video.
Yes.
Yeah.
We've had 2 dogs. 2 dogs sponsored a video.
Yeah, I'm really into that as well. But wait, Clara, do you remember which ones are sponsored videos that have been sponsored by people? Can you list a few?
I can not just list a few, I can go through the thumbnails and show you which were sponsored videos. And by the way, Counselor Chip is here saying, I enjoyed sponsoring a video. Thanks, Clara and Mia, for your participation. Hope to do another one in 2024. So here's the thing. We are asking you guys to support us and help us cover some expenses. But the thing is, Dorian, when people make a donation here, it's not just going to one place. It's actually going to the entire community when people donate here.
Yeah, the love is shared amongst everything. Like there's a lot of ground to cover with Art Prof, and the best way to do it is just to raise a lot and kind of share it as much as possible. You know, money goes a long way, but it definitely is appreciated, just any form of sharing and any form of donating. We know that everyone who is here is supporting, and we also know that hashtag Save Lauryn is going to be trending. I don't care. I'm just telling you now, Clara, that that's going to be what I'm commenting for the next couple of days.
God.
So just be prepared to have an overwhelming amount of hashtag Save Lawrence.
We have a full campaign now. It's a campaign.
And it's going to be
Nina's-
hashtag Walk the Plank too. Don't forget.
Gosh. Well, Nina feels the need to save Lauren with that
Thanks,
donation.
Nina.
So
Thank
I guess we
you.
are kickstarting
Thank
that
you.
right away. And by the way, everybody, you've got about a minute and a half to put in a super sticker or super chat so you can enter the raffle right now. But there are, of course, many other ways. You can do Patreon. You can give us a one-time donation. You can buy Jordan. What did you have? What costume was it on your wish list?
T'Challa?
Was it the T'Challa?
Yeah, T'Challa.
Yeah.
I'll wear it on a stream.
Yeah.
I wear it on a stream. I grow my hair out just like Chadwick. I
yes.
wear it on a stream. I'll even do my fake Wakandan accent for y'all.
Yes.
King Joe McFo of Wakanda.
That's right.
All right, everybody, please join us in the Discord. Mia, Lauren, and Dorian will be in there with me in the post live streams channel. We can hang out and chat some more. Thank you so much to our top Patreon supporters. Now, these people, I'm no exaggeration, have kept us afloat. To this day, our Patreon supporter funding is still the vast majority of our budget. If we take away the Patreon supporters, we fold in a second. So these people have been with us for, in some situations, years and years. And now some of you can be a part of that to hold up our community and keep us going, because I still can't believe we're still here, but I don't know, fingers crossed, we are still here for a while. Artist Vav, thank you so much. Oh, God, we should have called the raffle Save Lauren. Then you guys would have paid attention.
You can.
Clara,
still
I'm just telling you, it's going to be the next big thing.
I'm gonna make
so
fan
sorry.
art for it.
I'm gonna make a
doing
shirt.
that.
If I post this on my Instagram with no context, I wonder how many of
Oh my God.
like the galleries and collectors or whatever. I wonder if they'll put some money down for Art Prof as a result. That would be cool.
Oh, goodness. Wow. All right. Well, Lauren, you have your fun with your little campaign.
Embrace
Everybody.
it.
Save me. Save me.
Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I hope you can donate. Remember, ends Tuesday, November 21st. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time. Bye.